Alright, I'm going to go over how to set up your portfolio pages. So let's dive right in and create a page. So let's go ahead and call this page, Landscapes, Portfolio, and then let's go ahead and go over a couple options that you have. So the first thing you need to do is set your page template on this right side, and this is just very simple. They'll all work exactly the same. It's just whether you want a 2-column layout, 3-column, or 4, and whether you want a sidebar or not. Let's go ahead and do 2-column for this example. Let's publish this page. Alright, now if we view our page, you can see it's just a regular page for now. We have to do a couple other steps. The first one being adding a category. So let's create a category, and let's call this category Landscapes, just to keep it simple. You can name it whatever you want. And then if we go back to our page, which is Landscape Portfolio, so now we're back editing our page. You can scroll down under the portfolio category. It's just asking you what portfolio category do you want to pull in. So obviously we want to pull in landscape since that's what we're going over. But you'll have more categories probably, and you can choose whichever one you want to pull in. So once we update that, if we refresh our page, nothing gets pulled in yet because we don't have any posts that are attached to that category. So now let's go ahead and add a post, and let's add it to the category Landscapes. So let's just call this one Landscape 1. And we're going to add a featured image. So we'll go to Set Featured Image, upload this image, make sure you've clicked Set Featured Image. Once it's done uploading, you can click this button on the bottom right. It says Set Featured Image, and it'll show up down here on the bottom right. Alright, so this is the most basic form we can go over first. I'm just going to publish it, and then we can go over some options that we have for our portfolio. So we've uploaded it, and it's shown up. So we do have a couple options. The first one is adding content. And if you add your content right there, it will show up right about here. But the ideal place to add content for the index is this excerpt. So let me type in excerpt here and then update this. And I'll just kind of show you how it works. So your excerpt shows up on the index. And then if you look at the post, then all the content displays on the post. So just one thing to note right there is we recommend using the excerpt, which is at the very bottom of your post, and then the content for the content if you want any content on your actual post. Alright, so let's go and add another post, and we can go over some of those fun options right there. So we'll call this one Landscape 2. And let's go and add another featured image. Alright, set that featured image. And then let's go ahead and add an excerpt. And I'm just going to leave the content blank for now. Then we need to make sure we're posting in the landscapes category. And let's go ahead and make this one link to another page. I'm going to make this one link to google.com, just for our example. So now when we view our portfolio item, when I click on it, it'll go to google.com. So it's pretty easy to add a link. You can also do things like a video lightbox link. So let's change that link instead of Google to a Vimeo video. And Vimeo is pretty simple. We can just copy that URL. Just make sure you remove the HTTPS if there is one. It just means it's secure and it won't let you play it. So make sure it's just HTTP if it's a Vimeo video. And then we are going to view that. And when you click on it, it'll open up that video in a lightbox. Really cool. You can also embed a video. So if you wanted to do that, you can share that. And you would type in the iframe code there. And in that case, you wouldn't have a featured image, so I went ahead and remove that. Let's go and update this, and I'll just show you how it would display. Pretty cool. You have lots of options as far as that goes. And we'll continue this video on the next one for gallery and how to create an additional page.